Hello, folks. My name is Melvin, and welcome back. Glad to see you guys here. I want to talk about a topic that is kind of near and dear to me, kind of, sort of. It's I went to college to search for a career, and a career I wanted to get into was the media industry. Essentially, I wanted to make videos or edit audio projects. I'm still not entirely sure what I wanted to do, but it was somewhere in that field. Because of Corona, I wasn't able to do that, unfortunately. So it's just one of those things that maybe it'll happen in the future, maybe it won't, but I just want to talk about it. It's an interesting enough topic to me, so I hope we can get something out of it. And I actually have not read the article yet, so we're going to read it through together, okay? So, right here, title, U.S. media layoffs on track for record high in 2020. So, according to this article, it's going to be the highest it's ever been. Or it says record high, so one of the highest. Media industry layoffs are poised to reach an all-time high in 2020 due in large part to the coronavirus pandemic. According to the new research, an estimated 28,637 cuts were reported in the industry by late October. Variety, citing data from Challenger, Gray, and Christmas, reported nearly as many as 28,803 reported in the media sector in 2008. By comparison, the sector saw just over 10,000 job loss in 2019 and 15,000 job loss in 2018. So we can see that, it's a pretty big deal, what's going on right now. And, that's just the media side of things. If we're going to look at the big picture with Corona, there's just a lot of job loss, and there is a lot of, just a lot of uncertainty. A lot of people are going to end up being homeless by 2021. It's just not a fun situation for anyone. I guess just one of the things I was thinking about when I saw the headline was, personally, I'm not shocked that this is happening. I knew personally this was going to be a matter of time. Just the way coronavirus is being handled and how the need to socially distance, those weren't, doing it so fast, it was bound to cause chaos in a way, in just in the simplest term I can think of. It was going to bring chaos. We weren't prepared for it. I'm sure if we knew even like a month from now, like we were going to get a virus that was going to stop us from being close to other people, and we could spread it very easily, and it's airborne and things like that. If we knew even a month before it happened, some of this stuff wouldn't be happening. Some of the chaos would have been controlled. It would have been, more easily averted. But that's not the reality we live in. The reality we live in is the article. If I can scroll up, I still got to figure out how these things work. But if we were to believe just the amount of layoffs, so let's see if we can continue. Job losses spiked in May during the first wave of the coronavirus pandemic in the U.S. after a June drop-off. Layoffs increase again over the summer, dropping to pre-pandemic levels in September and October, Variety noted. Several major media conglomerates, including Viacom CBS, Comcast, Disney, and AT&T, have announced cuts throughout the year. AMC Networks cuts about 1 in 10 workers last week, and Viacom CBS laid off 450 in May, citing economic conditions. but as early as February, before the virus had significantly affected the U.S. Economy, Viacom CBS laid off 117 people due to the consolidation at the company. NBC Universal laid off 5% of employees in its television and streaming departments and has broader plans to cut 1 in 10 workers, according to Variety. Even amid the cuts, the number of new media jobs is up compared to 2019, according to the research. The industry has posted 1,586 hiring announcements in 2020 thus far, more than doubling the 622 posted during the same period in 2019. Despite the number of job losses, the media industry barely cracked the top 20 industries for layoffs. According to the data, the leisure industry led with 845,945 layoffs, followed by retail with 179,520 and transportation with 159,674. So yeah, maybe I should have read the whole article before talking about how, like other industries are suffering. And I knew that other industries were suffering more because media it's still super powerful. It's such a powerful industry. And personally, as someone who watches YouTube every day, I'm glad to see YouTubers thriving. You know, they're still able to make a living, and I'm very happy about that. 2020 is such a weird year for me because it's been one of the most innovative years for me. It's been one of the most productive years for me. It's been one of the most positive years for me. I've made so many positive changes personally, but it's so hard to talk about that when other people are suffering, when we're seeing just ample amount of pain and suffering around the world. And, you know, my goal, my personal goal always is to look at the bright side all the time, because when you look at the world and just history in general, it's a lot of it's painful, a lot of it's rough, a lot of it was actually worse than what's going on now. I even with coronavirus, a lot of us are still better off now than if we were 100 years ago. You know, just some of those things. And we cannot stop to keep on looking at the bright side, to keep on looking at the future. You know, the virus isn't going to kill every single person in the United States. It did kill a lot of people, and a lot of those people were productive in their society. They gave to society. They provided for people. They provided for their family. And a lot of people are feeling that loss, you know, even if they didn't know any of those 200,000 people, we still feel that pain. So to everyone who is feeling that pain, either they were feeling the pain or they're currently feeling it right now, it's our job, those who are alive, those who are healthy, those who are well, it is our job right now to kind of bound together and make a change in this world, make actual change and make actual progress, you know, because those people who have died, that's what they would have wanted. They would have wanted to see actual change in this world. And now it's our job to do so, you know? So just some examples, maybe next time, if you have a paycheck and you know that paycheck is more than what you need, try to give some of it to charity. Check your pantry. If there's extra food in there, I would suggest, you know, donating that to a food pantry, because there's also going to be a lot of people who are going to be starving. They're going to be going hungry, and their family's going to be going hungry. So, you know, what's going on right now should not be an example to abandon hope. It should be an example to become stronger than what the virus is, to become stronger than what we were a year ago. So hopefully in 2021, I know 2021 is also going to bring a lot of pain and suffering. That's just the truth. But we have to start looking at ways to innovate. And yeah, you know, I used to talk about the news a lot. I used to actually be very absorbent of the news, and then it started just messing with my psychology a little bit. But I started learning recently that, a lot of it has to do with me. If I cannot find the positive from the news I see, then I need to improve my mental state, because emotions, a lot of emotions that we have tons of emotions. We have tons of different ways of emoting. A lot of those are choices we can make. So I can either look at the news in a very angrily way, or I can try to find the bright side of it. So I hope I did that. And I just want to say, I wanted to say this in the beginning, I forgot to, but I'm going to try to make this channel as much me as I can, make it as personal as I can. So subscribing really does mean the world to me. So if you can please subscribe, and let's get this ball rolling. Let's spread. If you agree with the message that I'm saying, I would say please subscribe and share. All right. With that said, hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take care.